How? Are you sure? Let me show you. You haven't seen me. Hi, Baba. Oh, live. Oh. Hey, let's take my key. Oh, okay. Oh, it's mine. Oh.
Hi everyone. So we're gonna have three people to do the pitches. Uh, we need to, like I explained before, each and every branch is doing the pitches. So we're gonna try to do just three pitches each. The three pitches, the idea is that you're gonna have a 3 minute pitch, and so we come up with an idea. It may be an idea of an existing business where you're being given 100,000 rand, and how can you be able to use that to be able to create jobs, to be able to make sure that you solve different challenges that are there within our community. We're going to give each participant 3 minutes to be able to pitch, 2 minutes in between the pitches. Then after that, we're going to vote who actually had the best pitch. So the winning pitch, it's going to be shown and also be voted with against the Rosebank one, the Centon one, and the Hatford one. So can we get a couple of volunteers? So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do the pitching. You did understand everything about that, right?
Good after. Good afternoon, guys. How are you? My name is Temba. I work with Norway. We're running some tents, trash tents. The business wage, we help people to have nice parties. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Okay. So who's next in the pitches?
All right, Elvis, if you'll let me
Okay,
just for
explain
2
that one.
seconds. No, so guys, the whole point of this pitching contest, né, is there's a lot of people who want to give us money. Is it loud? And we make the mistake of not pitching for our audience. So government will call you and say, we want businesses that create jobs, and you'll pitch and you won't talk about one job. All right. So this is very much impromptu. It does not have to be an existing business. You can make it up on the spot, but the whole point is to see, can you, given this opportunity, mention innovation and job creation in your pitch? That's it. I'm going to pick on someone. Well, I'll pick on a group of you. Max Lichaba, can you volunteer? Can you delegate a Lichaba pitcher?
Thank you. I think it's my two brothers here. Where's Prince? He can't be going out. All right. Because I'm with my two brothers here, I would like to give them the opportunity to bring something. You know, at the Chaba Group, we have so many different businesses. And I think now we about 12 different companies. Now, I want them to come and bring something that we have never done and pitch it. So between two brothers, I'm trying to get Prince because that's exactly the person I wanted.
While we give Prince 2 minutes to get his mandate, I'm going to ask one of these gentlemen to pitch their business. Yeah?
Sanbona Nonke. My name is Welcome. I come from a company called Trinity Beverage. Trinity Beverage is a beverage making company. We hold the license to manufacture and distribute Playboy energy drink in South Africa, Eastern and Northern and Southern and Western of Africa. So the license has a termination period of about 10 years, so it's renewed every 10 years. On our license, we have about 8 years left on the license. So at the current moment, one of the blue chips that we are servicing is Spa, but we're having a bit of a challenge with listing with other blue chip companies because of the fact it's a race issue. I'll just be upfront and straight. It's a race issue. Every time we go and try and get listing, for the mere fact that the company is a black-owned company, it's a company that decided to bring such a big label in South Africa, it makes it a bit difficult for us to get listing. So we've been doing our level best to push as much as we can. And at the current moment, we have big suppliers and big people demanding the product, and sugar-free, and we're also doing water, we're also doing coffee. So there's a number of items that the company actually deals with. Now, it's the company is actually looking for an investor, or a funder, if I can call it. Because majority, 65% of our profit goes to a company called Inter Beverages. They are the ones that actually put the product into the can and the packaging, then we get it.
All right, guys, it's very important to watch your time when you do these things. When someone says 3 minutes, you've got 3 minutes. And if, like my brother here, I'm sure he's going to create jobs, but he hasn't mentioned it and his time is up. So now his investor thinks, this thing won't make jobs, end of story. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Prince. All right. Now, remember your mandate. Not a business that the Chaba's already busy in. So a new idea.
Oh gosh. What is it that we're not doing? Okay, Prince here from the Chaba Group. Okay. A couple of ideas that I can say are on the pipeline that we would like.
Don't get to be realized because now when you want to be an instructor, you need to have certain qualifications. Just like my mom, she's been an instructor for a whole lot of years. She's been instructing at community halls. So now she is looking for a job at APSA, a job at Virgin Active, but they told her that she needs qualifications. So now by us opening the gym, we will be giving people who don't have qualifications to come and train people at the gym. Yeah, basically.
All right. So, and this is a serious thing, guys. 2 weeks ago, GEP sent out an email. They wanted people to come pitch on Friday. They sent the email on Wednesday. We don't know why. We get there, and they say to you, we've got 2 million rand. It's not a loan. It's just a grant. Tell us how you're going to create jobs. Not a single person got money. And they were trying to give away 2 million rand. Can you imagine? So this is something that you're supposed to practice. You must practice that if I run into Max Lichaba in the lift, I've only got 90 seconds. Why do I say that make sure he pays attention? That's the thing. So every month we'll have the pitch, and every month there'll be a different brief. Next month, maybe it won't be government. Maybe Lichaba now wants someone to build a mall. We'll see when we get there. So I'm just going to take 5 minutes to get the live stream ready, and then we'll have our Q&A with Dade Lichaba. So sorry, yes, the important part. Now, if it was my money, none of you were getting it. But we do need a winner. So you're going to win a year's subscription of SMEZ, which is a great accounting package for entrepreneurs. A year's subscription is worth 1,650 rand. So in the room, if somebody feels they have a winner, tell us why they should win. Anybody? No, you can't tell us why you must win. Who thinks that Temba should win with the stretch tense? I know he's your partner. You're not going to vote for your partner? Okay. Who thinks that Playboy should win? 2 votes. Who thinks 3 votes? 4? Guys. Who thinks that Prince should win? 1 vote. And who thinks our Fitness Wednesdays should win? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have a tie. Sorry? If you did, I never said you couldn't. You did. Right, so we've got 4 votes for Playboy and 4 votes for Fitness Gym. We're late. All right, one question each. One question. If I give you 200,000 rand, how many jobs would you create by the end of the year?
Yeah.
Sustainable jobs, not these jobs.
Close to 100.
100. How?
Hopefully.
Guys, I'm sure Snaka's at 200,000. 100 jobs.
Yeah.
What kind of jobs are those?
Instructors. Fitness instructors, yeah.
Right. All right. And you'll represent. So 200,000 rand. How many jobs by the end of the year?
By the end of this year, and then about 2,000 jobs will be given away because already we started hiring people to distribute our Playboys.
But those are agents, though. They don't work for you. They're not employees.
No, they are our employees.
They get a paycheck.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
And only 200,000 will let that happen.
Precisely.
So what will you do with that 200,000?
We'll make sure that everyone that is working for us got uniform, transport money to go to the malls, airtime, stuff like that.
Okay. So now it's between the gym and Playboy. Who thinks the gym should win? 2, 4, 6, 7. You got it this time. And who thinks the energy drink should win? 4.
I'm saying, look, I have a reason for why specifically that. Because once you have a license to actually manufacture and distribute, then you can actually be able to make sure that you have plants around. You can be able to make sure that you do promotions. You can be able to make sure that you can actually get into prime names where you distribute to all the different things. So you can actually be able to have a thing where you every day trucks are leaving, going to deliver at different areas, and that's where there's a lot of opportunities in logistics, in promotions, in distribution, manufacturing, all those kind of elements.
Okay, I personally believe that the gym must win. You know why? Okay, like she said, there's a lot of instructors already without qualifications and space to actually work. So we're not going to be training or doing anything, just giving opportunity.
This is it. No more. Hands up, Jim. 3, 6, 7. Ah. Heads up, Playboy. We have a winner.
Yeah, I'm coming.
My sister and my brother for the gym. I think us we can work hand to hand. Cause by the time you're busy instructing people, you have the mic hand with you, and people will buy.
Sure, Sida. More fire. Well, congratulations. I will get your voucher to you, and we hope we see the gym. 2 minutes, and then we'll continue.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here with Mr. Max Lichaba. Thank you for actually joining us this morning to be able to inspire us. And we're just going to have a simple conversation in trying to get to know you, get to have more information from you and be inspired some more. So can you just tell us the background? Who are you? Where you come from? What made the icon?
Thank you very much. My name is Max Lichaba. I come from a very small place called Virginia. It's in the Free State. That's where I grew up. The place is actually surrounded by a lot of mines.
Yes.
Only thing I knew from that young age was mines. Seeing these mines everywhere. Gold. Now, I always want to find out what can I do? Because surrounding areas here is mines. What can I do?
Let's increase the volume. Speak a bit louder.
Okay. What can I do into making sure that I'm part of this development, which is our gold? It's actually the biggest thing in South Africa, mining, you know. Then, I think on my early age, I started selling fruits and vegetables. Every day after school, I would go there to sit down and sell fruits and vegetables. We had a small market. That's how basically my life was. And going to school, I used to actually go to school in the special school. Special schools, which means a slow learner.
Yes.
You know, that's where the reason why I actually went to a special school is because I was staying in a mine town. From there to location was very far. So you needed to take maybe 2 taxis to get to location. Where in location schools are free. You know, but my mother couldn't have that kind of money. Now, close to us, there was this school where I think my mother didn't know the difference between a special school and a normal school. He thought, oh, this is a white school, it's free of charge, I'll take him there. So that's basically that. So after finishing my standard 8, I then enrolled into jewelry manufacturing. From jewelry manufacturing, I then realized that there's so many opportunities studying jewelry manufacturing, designing and manufacturing. Then after that, one of the best 2 people offered job, and I was one of those 2 because I was the best in class in manufacturing. Then after that, I worked for that. I remember the company is called Royal Manufacture. You know, we were I think about 6-7 months in the business. Everyone lost their jobs. How it was South American company. They came to South Africa. They made money, and they left. They left everyone just like that, and I saw so many people crying, tears, because this woman, all they were hoping for is this job that they had. They didn't have, they were single mothers, and I saw so many people losing their job. And from there on, we took the decision that I'm going to start a business. As a South African, even if I make money, there's nowhere I can go. This is my home. So I think based on that, we started the business. And we started the jewelry business. It actually started very well. We started marketing ourselves, our business. We were doing beads then, doing beads. While we were busy with beads, we started enrolling into finding information on who can help us. And then we went to SAB Kickstart. That's when they actually recognized us. Out of 20 people that were there, we won the Free State SAB Kickstart and we got in, I think, what, 70,000 out of that. And that time then we started buying a machine. But, you know, there's something that I've learned. There's a lesson I actually learned that, you know, people are afraid to start somewhere. You want a business, want to have it with millions of rent. I don't know where will you get that.
That's what I realized. Actually, a lot of entrepreneurs don't have the zeal to actually start from ground and understand what it is to actually be able to do literally everything in the business. And I think you touched on a very important topic to say, like, this is where you started.
Yes.
You started setting the dream base and being able to grow from one point to the other. And I think most entrepreneurs actually need to learn that.
Yes.
Just to touch on a couple of bases. You say you lost your job when you started working there, and then I feel like you're at rock bottom. And I think with us, a lot of entrepreneurs is that there are times when you lose all your investment, a lot of things go wrong, and you find yourself at the rock bottom. What can you tell to those entrepreneurs that are at the rock bottom? How do they get back up?
You know, I think what kept me there was believing in myself. That's all. I believed that I can do it. Yes, even if I was down, because I knew what I wanted in life. And I said, it doesn't matter because my background is a Christianity. It teaches us that when you go down, it's just making you stronger to go, forward. Now, I had that in my mind that even if I have a stumbling block in front of me, what I wanted was that goal, and it will take me anything to get there. And it was not the last, it was not actually the last time where I got a hiccup. Well, after starting an SB Kickstart, what happened is, okay, after starting when I was with the SAB, what happened was I had a problem. The problem was we couldn't get. All right. After that, we had a bit of a problem because it was not my first me going down after just losing the job. Actually, my life, when I look at it then, it has been actually a roller coaster because even coming from slow, your special school, people who come from that school, they actually, the biggest job that they can get is working at ShopRite or being a security guard. I didn't let that happen in my life. I didn't let my family history, the way I was raised to determine my life in the future. I didn't want to let how I was brought up or the things that I couldn't have to determine me as a person. So even after the SAB Kickstart, we started exporting. Now I made, and this is what a lot of young businessmen do, they make a wrong mistake in the business. I made a wrong mistake in the business. I actually found myself, my business was auctioned. I was shocked because, if you look at my history, it took me so much to get where I am. Now, when you think you are there, and then something like that happened. Now, I made a wrong business. Yes, I made a wrong business, decision. Where when I got money, I thought, you know what, working with the government is good. So let me take this money, let me invest it in building a school, a jeweler school. And I took everything, all the savings that we had, and I put it into the jeweler school. Guess what? The government took over a year to pay me. Now, they were supposed to pay me in the next month. 30 working days I was supposed to get my money. Now, because this is something that I didn't know, I was not prepared for, I lost my business because of that. So you see it also in these days. When that happened, I don't think, and I'm not saying businessmen are not going to make mistakes, but when that happens, you actually need to strengthen, know that, after that we rise again, because the strength that was in me to say, you know what, we are going to make it. We are going to make this work. We are actually going to make sure this, we do it. I remember some days where I would take hike from Free State, where I was, to Joburg to have a meeting. And if you were to look at me then, when I come, you'll think I've parked a very nice car outside. So I didn't let anything determine how I do business or how I look, and I think that's what helped me most in the business.
Yeah. I like that, especially an element of saying that your background should not actually be determining where you're going. You didn't let your circumstances and where you are define where you're going to be going in life. And within your discussion, you mentioned that you made a mistake where your business was auctioned. And I think today, being more of a coaching and mentorship, I would like to just for you to touch on an element of saying that, do you think you would have made that mistake if you had proper mentorship and guidance in your business? And what can you say to the entrepreneurs, the importance of mentorship and coaching for them in their business, of where they want to go and how they want to achieve what they actually want to have?
Oh, thank you very much. I still think I was actually going to be a better person if I had someone who cared for me to say, you know what, here is a mentorship program, go through this and that. If you do this kind of a business, be careful of 1, 2, and 3. I didn't have that, and I learned hard. And I don't want people to go through what I went through. I don't want you to go down and your business is auctioned. Then you realize that I made a mistake. I think we have so many organizations. Even now, I love this because this breakfast show, because it also allow people who don't know about business to say, learn from people who have done it, see their fault and fix it on yours. See how they've gone wrong and do it right. See how they've learned. Maybe you can also take something there and move forward. So to young people out there who wants to be in business, go to things like this. When you hear, even myself, when I heard that it's something like this to encourage young people about business, I thought, you know what? At some stage in my life, I needed that. And if I got in it then, I was not going to be, actually, I'm sure I would be far than where I am now. Because of no knowledge, you tend to make certain mistakes. Sometimes mistakes that you actually have not, you are not supposed to even do.
Okay, that was actually quite inspiring. I'm just going to open it to Q&A for the rest of the audience. So anyone that actually wants to ask a question or find out more, please do raise your hand.
I have a question. Mr. Lichaba, you mentioned how government took long to pay you, and that's a large reason why you fell one of the times.
Yes.
But if I'm not mistaken, you still do work with government.
Yes.
You're better prepared.
Yes.
So now it's finding Mula breakfast. We want the money.
Yes.
What tips can you give people who want to access support and opportunities from government? What are the things that you should be doing now so that when that opportunity comes, you're ready?
All right. Thank you. What I can say is, you need to, working with the government, you can't take everything of yours and put it into that, regardless what. You rather use your money as a security and get someone to come and put money and say, listen, this is how much I have. I just want to make sure that, but if I can't pay you, you're gonna take this money and have it. You sign something, the banks have that, you sign it, MAU saying that, and if you can't also get that, there's also other simple ways of trying to do it. Don't put everything. You know what I did was I taken every savings that we have, thinking after 1 month I'm going to get money, so I'll repay everyone. And it was actually on the government. It's not like that, but unfortunately, we still need to do business with the government. So I think, how do you ensure that you are always careful when you deal with them is making sure that you sign. There's something that also you sign, that things that I was not aware of. When you, yes, and if I had mentorship, I'm sure I would have had that right. Where also when you come to the government, you don't wait for your money to come, all of it. They must give you, before you start work, they must give you some of the money, yes, and then the rest as you are. Yes, now, before, they do it if you ask them to. But if you actually, all the government, they have that to say, you know what, after delivering certain, you don't have to finish the whole course of training people from throughout the month to get the money. So you can actually put and get the people and trade them a couple of weeks and then apply for the first amount. Then you get that. It's easy when it comes like that. Than when you want to wait for it and saying, I know I'm waiting for 4 million and it will come. Rather, maybe take it as a million, as 600,000, and they break it down like that. Yes. That way you will know that at least you won't have a lot of debt, like a lot of expenses. And whatever you are doing, at least if you have within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you'll be able to get that money back. And then again, expenses, then you get money back. Yes.
All right. This is Prince Max Lichaba. I actually have a question for you, my brother. It's probably the first time that you'd hear me say this, but I actually admire your strength because I've really watched you. Excuse me. I've watched you falling so many times, and you had the courage just to shake off the dust and just move on as if nothing happened. To me, you're more like Goloi in a little engine Z2. So when the one engine fails, the other keeps you running. And I would just like to know, Hore, throughout, because I know, Hore, you are where you are because of your perseverance. What kept you going? Where do you draw your strength? Where did you draw that strength whereby you have fallen so many times, but still had the courage to say, "Utinte dusty, shake off the dust, stand up and move on, and come up with another business idea and say, this is gonna work." Because I think, to me, if I had fallen twice, I would have given up and went back to the corporate world.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I think it's God. To be honest, I'm a man of God. I love God. I'm a Christian, and I believe anything is possible to those who believe. And I remember when I was very young, at a young age, I always liked the song called "Only Believe." A beautiful song, and I think those words, they are with me every single day. Sometimes I will look at the business and say, do I want to do it? If I really want, sometimes I will always say, I can fail if I really don't want to do something. There are things that comes and I really don't want to do it. But if I really want it, if I really want to do it, I'm going to get it. It doesn't matter time, but I am going to get it. So that's it.
Another question.
Dr. Lichaba.
Yes.
Can I ask you one question? The idea car wash, where did you get it? Especially at Dube, because I grew up at Dube. We never have Ichisanyama. And people, they were so happy with this concert. Moses, I still remember us asking, who is Lichaba? The other guy say, hey boy, this guy is from Free State. Go call him. So where did you get that idea? Chisanyama on the spot is 707. And if I still remember, Panyaza, he was looking that place, make it today.
Thank you very much. I think it's one of those things. It's actually not giving up. I remember for me to get that place, my brothers will know, it took us over 2 years. Every single day, maybe if we don't go that day after a day, I think we'll go maybe every second day. We'll go to the person who owned that place before. Every single, non-stop. He kind of got tired of us and say, you know what? I think I need to give this young man. He called me his son. I need to give my son this place to run. And every day when I come there, I will tell him how this place is going to be so amazing. And I need him to see it clearly, without the place being there, but to see it clearly. And one thing that I tell you about the Kwadichaba and the businesses that we have done as well is Kwadichaba, I think we always go to Chisanyama's and we're thinking there's something missing, man. You know, the classiness of this place is going away, it's fading. It's like it's a must for Chisanyama to be dirty, you know. That's a style, you know. You know, I thought, yes, I thought no. This is not nice. I want something but bit classy. Same concept but bit put the classiness inside. So I've seen these other places. Classiness is what was missing. And if you go to Kwadichaba, it's right. That's what you'll get. So say, I think also on that it's just a business where I felt that, you know what, there is a need for Chisanyama. Looking at the street Vilagasi, it was not easy for me to get that spot. But I tell you, we always pass there. Sometimes with my guys, we always, it will be packed on Saturday. We'll always go across the road and look at it and get there and look at it and say, wow, you know what? This is God. People don't even know this Lichaba. You know, history, when I made my research about Soweto, people here support one another. We support you because we know you, no Manila, Imjitawala, we are born hand supporting Majid. But with this, it's a boy from Free State who didn't know anyone there, and yet we have so much support. It's really amazing. It shows that it's a good business. You know, a good business. Even now, I'm no longer there at all. Even today, I think I'm not even going. We are building one in Lesotho. We've realized that now this should be a lifestyle. After Lesotho, we are going to Botswana. After Botswana, we are going to East London, where we're bringing all these Chisanyamas to people because it's a style, it's a lifestyle. So that actually worked very, very, very well with the car wash as well. And if you look at the cars that we wash there, it's not like we select which car must go there, but you know, automatically just happened because we are about a lifestyle. Thank you.
Mr. Lichaba, just back to your history. You mentioned that there was a time in your life where you took a dip and you went through a process of losing your job. Now that is life-breaking for an ordinary person, right? So you mentioned that it was faith that kept you going, and but all I want to know is what time frame did you give yourself to actually say that at this time I want to be where you are now, and what action plan did you have in place?
Thank you. You know, I remember I gave myself time. I gave myself a year. Within a year, my business will be up again. But and within that year, I would have time frames that this week, this is what I need to get. This is what I need to get. You know, on the time frame part, I think every week, if I say this is what is going to happen, I'll show that this happened. But on the time frame that I've given myself, it actually went to from 1 year to 2 years. But it helped me because I didn't just let it be to say, I'm not going to give my time frame because I'm not sure if that will happen. It helped me because I knew that my time was within a year, but because of 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's taking me a bit further than that. But I think after that 2 years, when I look at the work that has been done, it was really amazing. Now, this also, it doesn't stop us of always making time frames, even though you might not meet that time. The fact that you have given yourself that time, channeling yourself to that, even though, because sometimes it's good to put your time and then you meet that. Because of certain things, especially putting up the business, where you can go and knock into someone else and he say, no, not now. Or no. The person that you need to meet, he's in overseas. Come after 2 months. You know, stuff like that. And because you'll meet all those kind of challenges, so it's good that I didn't also tell myself that, no, 1 year, or maybe I didn't put time at all. It was good that I put a year, even though it took me longer, but I could actually go back and monitor what I've done in those 2 years. So that doesn't also stop us of planning. Even though sometimes you might not meet your target, it always guide us and make sure that we are also on schedule. If anyone were to ask you, like now you are asking me, I will remember that, no, it didn't take me a year, it took me 2 years. Thank you.
I think we can spend the whole day literally having a chat with you with regards to the inspiration that we're actually getting from you. Just